Good morning, second graders. It's Miss W, and I'm back today. I'm as a pickle because pickles are one of my favorite toppings to put on my hamburgers, which is what we've been talking about all week with our hamburger paragraphs. So, if you remember from Monday and yesterday, we talked about how we have to add our juicy ingredients to make our writing more exciting to read and more flavorful, just like when we eat a hamburger. We don't want it to just be bread, right? It's so boring, so plain, not a lot of flavor there. So, we got to add all of our juicy stuff. So yesterday we wrote our rough draft, and here it is. Here's our rough draft of our hamburger writing. And it says, I want to go back to school. I miss my friends. I'm bored at my house. Doing online learning is not as fun. I can't wait to be able to go back to school. Sounds pretty good, but I think we can make it a little bit better. So that's what we're going to do today. So I have my pen right here. And I know I see a couple things that I want to change in here, but I want you to look just for a second and see if you see anything that we need to change in our lesson. Or not in our lesson, in our paragraph. I hope you found something. So, in my first paragraph, my topic sentence, I want to go back to school. Maybe I can add something. Maybe I can say, I want to go back to school instead of being at home. So I'm going to hit put plus, like I'm going to add something. And I'm going to say, instead of learning from home. Right? So I'm going to say I added that to my sentence. Then I'm going to go back to my pen. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can tell, but this I is not capitalized. And as second graders, we better stinking know that that is not the rules. Right? We have to make sure our I is capitalized always, always, always if it's on its own in a word. Right? Because that's how it goes. And it's at the beginning of a sentence, so we know double. We better fix that. And I also see that I'm missing some punctuation, so I'm going to circle that and like put a period right here so I know I need to add a period when I rewrite for my final draft. Now I'm going to go to my second detail. I'm bored at my house. Well, my first thing is that I don't think this is supposed to be a question, so I'm going to X out that question mark, and I'm going to put a period again instead, right? Because we're not asking a question. We're not saying, are you bored at your house? Or am I bored at my house? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. So we need to change that to a period. And I also see that I have the word I'm right here, and I see two things missing. I see that I definitely need a capital, which I don't know if you know this, but when we need a capital, we put 3 lines right underneath. And we also need to add our apostrophe because we know that this is a contraction word. We have I and am, and they slam together to make one word, which is I'm. So that's a good edit to make right there. Then let's look at our third one. Doing online learning is not as fun. I kind of like that. Maybe I'll change the wording a little bit, and I'm going to change my text to red. I wonder if this will work. Let's see if I can make it happen. Oh no, that is not what I wanted. Holy moly, everyone. Alright, we're just going to go with it. Doing online learning is not as fun. I'm going to change that so it states in my opinion a little bit better. I'm going to say, I prefer learning in the classroom instead of online, which is true for me. I definitely prefer learning in the classroom instead of being online because then I don't get to see your cute little faces all day, every day. Whether you're in my class or not, I still miss you. So I know I'm going to change that sentence. And then on my very last bottom button sentence that holds it all together, I can't wait to be able to go back to school. And I actually think I'm pretty happy with that sentence. I don't think I'm going to change it at all. I'm going to keep it just the way it is. So we made our edits, and that's how we know how we are going to make our writing better when we turn it into our our final draft, right? So when we write a final draft, we want to make sure that we take all the things that we messed up on or anything that we wanted to add or change, and we change that so it looks nice, neat, and we'll try to make it as perfect as possible, right? So your assignment for today is go to Seesaw, and you are going to just edit your rough draft of your hamburger paragraph. So I don't know if you can edit your assignment, which I know I have set for most everyone, or you can um, just maybe take a screenshot and add that picture in there, and then edit it that way. However works for you, go ahead and do it that way. Just be able, or make sure that you are checking for capitals. Oops, my goodness. Punctuation, proper spelling. Make sure you're using proper spelling with contractions or just regular words, whatever it is. And make sure that your sentences are juicy. I had to add a couple things or reword some of my sentences to make sure they're nice and juicy and interesting. So make sure you try and do that if you need to. And happy writing, and I will see you tomorrow.